Life at times can feel like a long, winding corridor filled with shadows, uncertainties that grip your chest, moments where silence is so loud it echoes through your soul, and nights that stretch far longer than the hours they contain. And in those moments, the advice people give feels hollow. Stay strong. It'll get better. Just have faith. Easy to say. But when you're in the middle of heartbreak, confusion, or grief, those words bounce off the walls of your heart without finding a place to land. That's where something deeper is needed. Not a cliche, not a motivational quote, but a truth so profound it touches your core. Let God be your light, not just your
Sunday thought or your backup plan, but your guide,
your comfort, your clarity when everything else fades into chaos. Because no matter how intelligent, successful, or strong you are, life has a way of bringing all of us to our knees.
Loss does that.
Betrayal does that. Illness, failure, and unexpected change do that. But here's the beautiful paradox. It's often in those very moments, when your knees touch the ground, that heaven feels closest. Not because the pain vanishes,
But because in your weakness,
you start to sense a strength that isn't yours, a peace that can't be explained,
a light that doesn't come from the world around you,
but from the God who lives within you. Letting God be your light doesn't mean you'll never walk through darkness. It means the darkness will never have the final say. His light doesn't always remove the valley, but it walks with you through it. It doesn't always answer every question, but it gives you enough peace to keep going. Because when you can't see the full path, His light shows you just the next step.
and sometimes that's all you need.
The world will offer you all kinds of artificial lights, temporary fixes, short-term escapes,
False promises, money, popularity, distraction, numbness, but
those lights flicker. They fail when the storms come. God's light is different. It's steady, quiet, gentle, and unshakably powerful.
it doesn't blind, it guides. It doesn't dazzle, it heals.
It shows you not just who you are, but who you were created to become. When you truly let God be your light, your vision changes. You stop asking, "Why me?"
And start asking, what now, Lord?
You begin to trust that there's purpose even in your pain, that your tears are not wasted, and that the very cracks in your heart might be the spaces where His light enters. His light reveals things in you that you were too afraid to see, your hidden strength, your buried faith, your resilience that only surfaces when life breaks you open. And the truth is, brokenness is not the end, it's often the beginning. Because in God's hands, broken things become beautiful testimonies, wounded hearts become wells of wisdom, dark seasons become stories of light. Sometimes the light of God doesn't arrive as a miracle that changes everything around you. Sometimes it arrives as a quiet whisper that changes everything within you. It tells you you are not alone. You are still loved. You have not been forgotten. That still small voice in the middle of chaos, that's Him. That sudden strength when you thought you had none left, that's Him. The comfort that comes for no reason in the middle of the night,
That's Him too.
let Him in.
Not just on good days.
Not just when you're feeling spiritual, but when you're broken, confused, angry, exhausted. He's not afraid of your mess.
He's not distant from your doubts.
He's the light that meets you there. You don't have to be perfect to come close to Him. You just have to be willing to trust that even if you don't understand everything now,
You are still being led.
you are still being carried. There is a reason your heart keeps beating, even after everything you've been through.
That's not an accident, that's mercy. That's purpose.
That's light. And when you let that light lead you, you begin to heal. You begin to hope again. You begin to see not just the broken pieces, but the beauty in how God is putting them back together. And here's the most incredible part. Once His light lives in you, it shines through you. You begin to reflect it into the lives of others, through your words, your story, your kindness.
Even when you're still healing,
Even when you feel unqualified, your light matters. It reminds others that God still guides, still restores, still walks with the wounded. This world is full of people searching for answers, for peace, for meaning. You can be a light not because you have it all figured out, but because you let God lead you.
When you didn't, your scars don't disqualify you.
They give your light authenticity.
People don't need perfection.
They need real,
And real light comes from real people.
who've walked through.
Real darkness with a real God.
So today, wherever you are, whatever your past, whatever you're facing, pause, breathe, and whisper this prayer. God,
I don't see everything clearly.
but I trust you. Be my light. Lead me. That's where the shift begins. Not when everything changes around you, but when trust changes within you. Don't rush the journey. Don't fear the shadows.
Because the same God who created the stars,
Who commands the sunrise is walking with you.
step by step,
Breath by breath, day by day, you are not alone. And even if the world around you is full of noise, confusion and darkness, you carry a light that cannot be put out.
let God be that light. Let him lead. Let him love.
Let him heal what you thought was beyond repair. The light is not somewhere far away. It's here, now, quiet, gentle, strong, and ready to carry you home.